Welcome back to Hooked Up Video. Today we have a review on Yamashita's Neon Bright Squid jigs, which are part of their Eggy O Live range. And they're a pretty amazing set of jigs. And we've spent about the past 2 months reviewing them, first of all for the magazine and then in the making of this video. And the reason that we needed to spend so much time doing it is because these jigs have been designed for some specific conditions. So we needed to make sure we're out targeting them on cloudy days, days when the water was dirty, days when the water was bright and clear, fast water, still water, all those kinds of conditions, and we did the whole gamut through the test period. Now, what's really cool about these jigs and the main feature of them is the underbody. You've got 3 UV colors. Now, traditionally with Yamashita jigs and most jigs, UV blue is really common, really popular, but what Yamashita's come out with now with these Neon Bright is UV green and UV red. Now, that is the plastic underbody of the jig before the cloth goes on. What's really cool about UV jigs is that that's the way that squid perceive color and that's the way they see them. So they become very noticeable to squid. And the thing about squid is if they see the jig, most of the time, unless it looks really out of place, they're gonna eat it and you want your jig to be seen. So what you've got is these 3 different colored underbodies, red, green, and blue, and then you've got 2 cloth colorings over each. Let's take a look at blue first. The blue one, you have a blue cloth with purple scale patterns, a really nice thin gold foil strip, so you still do get your foil for flash as well. Yamashita's awesome Eggy O Live tin sinker, you've got that great darting action and a really bright UV color. Now, if you look at these under the black light, you'll see just how vibrant that is. They're more vibrant than any other jig I've ever seen when you get that black light on them. And that's somewhat of an indication as to how the squid are gonna be seeing them. So you've got the blues, then you've got your reds. Reds come with a purple cloth, and also in a green slimy mackerel looking cloth too. Then you've got your green bodies. Your green body comes in a green cloth with orange scale patterns on it, and then you've also got a bright pink with orange scale patterns on it as well. Now, not only is there really bright UV on that underbody, but they've somehow managed to put it into the cloth as well. So all those scale patterns that you're seeing on the back, they really pop as well. So it's not just a UV underbody, the whole thing has got all these really punchy UV highlights on them. So like I said, we took them in a bunch of different conditions. We got them in dirty water, we got them in clean water, we got them when they're overcast. Now, there is an idea behind these jigs and when you should use them, and it's essentially matching the color of the underbody with the color of the water. So when you've got clear water and you've got bright days, you want to go for those blue body jigs, the UV blue, and that's when they're most effective. And our test did show that to be true. When you've got green water, it's a little bit dirty, it's a little bit turbid, you want to be using the green body jigs. Now with the green body jigs, we found that on the sunnier days, using the pink cloth in green water worked the best, and on the cloudier days, using the green cloth in the green water worked the best. Then you're probably thinking, well, when does the water turn red? For the red body, well, the idea that Yamashita's put forward, and we tested this out as well, is that sunrise and sunset, when you get that red hue over the water, use the red bodies. So what it's doing is it's giving you a jig that basically works like a filter, matching it up with that watercolor, giving you confidence of when you should use each jig. And with only 6 colors in terms of the cloth and 3 UV bodies, you're covering a whole bunch of shallow water applications. We caught big squid, we caught small squid, numbers of squid, did it over a long period, and they're fantastic. Coming into this summer period now, you're gonna get a whole array of different conditions, cloudy, stormy days, bright days, clear water, dirty water, and these are gonna basically cover it for you. And they're especially good for those shallow water applications for you guys going from piers or working those inshore grounds in your boat, because UV style jigs like this are best for those shallow waters where that light's hitting them and you're really getting that UV punch out of them. So they're available now in sizes 2.5, 3.0, 3.5, at pretty much every local tackle store you're going to go to. Go and buy some, get into it. They do work and they do work very well.